Hi, I'm John Octor. I'm the director in the Counseling Center here at UW-Stout, and I am going to talk a little bit today about some things in the new year. We'll focus on 5 things in the new year that you might do to enhance your emotional health and well-being. One of the first things that I thought about was to start with mindfulness. And you might summarize mindfulness as taking stock in what is and accepting things as they are. Now, this is not the same as necessarily liking things, and I think the important balance here that I'd like to focus on is to strike a balance between acceptance of the way things are and change, and that is things you would like to be different. A second category of things is to focus on personal strengths. There's so much that we do to pay attention to what we want to be different and what's wrong with us, and especially in this year and in the new year, the focus is often on New Year's resolutions and changing things that we don't like about ourselves. The movement of positive psychology would suggest that we would do just as well, or maybe even better, to focus on our strengths and to focus on applying those strengths in ways that suit our personal values and give us meaning to our lives. A third category, gratitude. And this is another area that is kind of a burgeoning area of research. The notion of gratitude has been around for eons. It's part of all spiritual traditions through the ages. And what's been added recently is some real focused research on people who either naturally or intentionally focus on putting more effort toward gratitude in their lives. The fourth area, in nurturing relationships, is taking stock in the status of your relationships, in particular intimate relationships in your life, and doing small things each day to nurture those relationships. These don't have to be big things. They can be as simple as checking in with your partner at the beginning of the day and at the end of the day. Setting a weekly date where you spend some enjoyable time together. And doing things to express appreciation and love and affection toward one another. And then the final category is the notion of setting goals, which if we're talking about New Year's resolutions, we're talking about goals, and we know that oftentimes these can fall by the wayside after a period of time. And so the two things that I'd say there is to try to set goals in a way that are challenging enough to be motivating, but also realistic enough to be achievable. And to circle back to my first point about taking stock and having some self-compassion, being accepting when life happens and things don't go perfectly according to plan, and deciding again, refocusing on what you value, what it is that you decided you would like to change, and then getting back to trying to make those changes again. So those are the five things that I would say can help to enhance your emotional health and well-being in the new year. And I wish you all the best in doing so.